if you know the song. If you're happy and you know it,
Hey,
there we
all
go.
right.
Okay, then you already
We
know this
already
song.
have a group of experts here.
Okay.
This is amazing.
Sophia and the little ones. This is for you guys. So do we have it on the thing?
Yep.
So I just found this today with Rabbi's help. So we're gonna go. So if you know it, and it goes like this. When you hear the name of Esther, clap your hands. When you hear the name of Esther, clap your hands. Oh, we praise our dear Queen Esther, for she saved us from disaster. When you hear the name of Esther, clap your hands. When you hear the name of Haman, boo hiss.
Boo hiss!
When you hear the name of Haman, boo hiss.
Boo hiss!
We don't like the name of Haman, and it's him that we are blaming. When you hear the name of Haman, shout boo hiss.
Boo hiss!
When you hear the name of Mordecai, sound hooray.
Hooray!
When you hear the name of Mordecai, sound hooray.
Hooray!
When
oh,
we love the Mordecai,
and
and
the
the Menshach kind of guy. When you hear the name of Mordecai, say hooray.
Hooray!
Okay, here's where it gets a little complicated. Now you got to do all three.
Oh.
When you hear the name of Shushan, do all three.
Clap,
Clap, clap.
Boo hiss!
Hooray! When you hear the name of Shushan, do all three.
Clap, clap.
Boo hiss!
Hooray!
Because in
In
Shushan once again, the Jews are free throughout the land. When you hear the name of Shushan, do all three. Clap, clap.
Boo hiss! Hooray! Well, Chag Sameach, I think we're getting in the Purim spirit here. We're getting ready for a wonderful, wonderful holiday celebration. This will be a fun service. We'll have the story of Purim. We're going to have songs and surprises. We even have a few hamantashen for after the service ends.
Hamantashen.
I think we're ready to go. So we
got
begin
it.
as we always do with the Aleinu.
Haley. You ready? Yeah, I'm going to stay.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol l'ateit gedula l'yosei breshit shelo asanu kigoyei haratzot velo samanu mishpachot adama shelo sam helkenu kahem vegor aleinu l'kefo hamonam va'anachnu korim umistachavim umorim לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ ומושב עיקרו בשמיים ממעל ושכינתו זו בגובה מרורים הוא אלוהינו אין עוד אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשבות אל לבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים, בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ, מתחת אין עוד. That's as high as I can go.
Ein od.
ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא, יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. And that concludes our service. Can you imagine the folks that came in late, so confused right now? As long as we're already standing, might as well do the Baruch Hu.
Yai la 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 la.
Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai
la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la.
Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamivorach. Baruch Adonai Hamivorach, Hamivorach leolam va'ed. Hamivorach, Hamivorach leolam va'ed.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Va'ed.
Okay, who's that?
Got a call.
God? Oh, we've got a message coming in.
Oh, here we go.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha ve'hayu ha'devarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'veitecha uv'lechtecha v'derech uv'shokvecha uv'kumecha uv'shartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot ben einecha u'chtavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'visharecha leman tizkeru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'tem kedoshim le'Elohechem Ani Adonai Elohechem Asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim lihiyot lachem le'Elohim Ani Adonai Elohechem. You shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. Take to heart these instructions with which I charge you this day. Impress them upon your children, your babies. Recite them when you sit in your house and when you're on the road, when you're asleep in your bed, and when you get up like the sun. Bind them as a sign on your hand, and let them serve as a symbol between your peepers. Write them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Thus you shall Remember, it's a reminder. Remember to observe all my commandments and be holy to your God. I am Adonai, your God, who brought you out, it's the outbox, of the land of Egypt. To be your God. I am Adonai, your God. Say, James.
Say, Rabbi.
What was... Oh, you can sit down. You're still standing?
Unless you want to move
These
it forward,
people they're more Jewish than me over here. What was Queen Esther's royal gown made out of?
What was Queen Esther's royal gown made of? I have no idea, Rabbi.
It was, polyester.
Oh. I don't know. That was pretty good, though. That was pretty funny.
Oh, I got a knock-knock joke. Anybody have a Purim joke? If you got a good Purim joke, I saw a hand back there. Give me your best Purim joke. Oh, you're stretching your fingers? Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Vashti.
Vashti who?
Vashti dishes when you're done and we'll give you a Hamantashen. What is the point of a Hamantashen, anyway?
I have no idea.
James, they've got 3 points. 1, 2, 3.
If your hat had 3 corners. Ooh, yeah, we're going to get ready to start booing that name out.
Oh.
Yai, die, die, da, die, da, 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 da. Yai, lie, lie, la, lie, la, 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 lie. Yai, lie, lie, la, lie, la, 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 lie. Yai, lie, lie, la, lie, la, la, la. Micha mocha b'heli Madonna. Micha mocha nehedar b'kodesh. Nora tehilot seifele. Nora tehilot seifele. Yai, lie, lie, la, lie, la, 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 lie. Lie, 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 la, lie, la, lie, la, lie. Yai, lie, la, lie, la, lie, la, 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 lie. Yai, lie, la, lie, la, lie, la, la, lie. Oh, this is a new one for these guys, right?
Yeah. Oh, this might be a new one. This might be a new one for some of y'all.
So in Africa, when they sing the song, you would do Am Israel, Am Israel, Am Israel, hi, right? But in Africa, in
Uganda,
specifically, they go Ame, Ame. And so this song was adapted from that. Ame, Ame, Ame Israel, hi, Ame, Ame, Ame Israel, hi, Ame, Ame, Ame Israel, hi, Ame, Ame, Ame Israel, hi. Oh, Rabinu, hi. Oh, Rabinu, hi. Oh, Rabinu, hi. Oh, Rabinu, hi.
One more.
Ame, Ame, Ame Israel, hi. 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 Oh, Rabinu, hi. Oh, Rabinu, hi. Oh, Rabinu, hi. Oh, Rabinu, hi. Amen.
Hey, all right.
It's catchy.
It is catchy. That is a catchy one. From Uganda. What's that? It is. There you go. Yeah. A whole community. Well, that's another class for another time. Amazing history of the Jews of Uganda.
Okay, I need your help with this one, Rabbi.
All right, we'll do our best.
Rose, come on up here. She helps with the Kinderlach.
Anybody, you guys know this song? My
hat. Got the hand motions.
It has
So if you don't have my hat,
corners. 3 corners has
my hat. And had it not 3 corners, it would not be my hat.
All right, let's give it a shot.
Except we're gonna.
1, 2, 3.
My hat, it has 3 corners. 3 corners has my hat. And had it not 3 corners, it would not be my hat.
Well, that's pretty easy. Let's make it a little tougher. We're going to start taking the words out.
Okay.
We're start taking the words away from you.
Okay. Which one are we going to take away first, Rabbi?
We'll take away hat.
Very good.
No
Ready?
more
Here
hat.
we go. It has 3 corners. 3 corners has my. And had it not 3 corners, it would not be my. Ooh, let's got to take it up a notch.
Let's go it up another notch.
Mm-hmm.
No hat, no 3.
Okay.
It has
corners. Corners has my. And
had it not 3 corners,
it would not be my hat. Oh. I'm already stumped.
All right, we're starting to lose. Lost
yeah.
me on that one, and,
Okay.
and you, I think. That's right. You can keep going. You're not eliminated once you're allowed to keep going.
Okay. So what are you going to take away now, Rabbi?
It has
my, and had it not, it would not be
my.
Pretty good.
Oh. I think we can go one more. The
song's
We're
almost
gonna take
gone.
out. We're gonna take out the knots. No more knots. It has my.
And had it, it would
My
hat.
All right. Good job. Give yourself a pat on the back if you got most of those.
And now
Give
no
yourself
words
a
at
high
all.
Five. Take away all of them. A little
Okay.
different one.
Do we have a line or a stick?
I think now that we're warmed up, who's ever been in a
Use
conga line?
Okay.
We're gonna try
Now
the
you don't
limbo.
have to do this, but we do this with the Kinderlach, so we do a little conga line.
We're gonna try the limbo.
The only dancing skill set you have to be able to have is 1 foot in front of the other,
If you can do this,
which for me is actually difficult. But
this,
I
this
get
is,
it.
This is
Okay, so we're gonna start a little bit
advanced
slow.
Jewish dancing 101.
All right. Well, so you're gonna have to get someone else because you got to lead the conga line. All right.
Come,
Can someone else
come,
help?
Come on
help
over here.
Mrs.
I'll
Dutremaine?
hold one side. Come on over here,
Okay.
Haley.
Yeah,
Why don't we do it right across the front here?
Okay.
We'll start it
Now
up
you
nice
need to
and
get
tall,
some people
nice
to
and
follow you.
tall.
Does anybody want to follow Rose?
Everyone, come on, get up out of your seats.
Come
We're
on,
having a
Sophia.
conga line and a limbo right now. Go for it.
On Purim time is upon us. We'll be singing some crazy tunes. Yes, everything's topsy-turvy. We eat cookies and they're filled with prunes. And we shake the grogger. Shake your grogger right. Shake, work, shake your grogger. Shake it all in time. Work your grogger. Work your grogger right.
Getting a little bit lower.
Work your grogger. Work it all in time. Well, there's a guy named Haman. He tried to kill the Jews. But thankfully, brave Esther saved us. She knew what to do with no time to lose. And we jump in the line. Put your mask and drink some wine. Okay, I believe you. Jump in the line. Everything will be fine. Okay, I believe you. Jump in the line. Put your mask and drink some wine. Okay, I believe you. Jump in the line. Everybody be fine. Okay, I believe you because we shake your grogger. Shake your grogger right. Shake your grogger. shake it all in time. Here we go, now we work your grogger. Work your grogger right. Work your grogger. Work it all in time. Very good, parents. Now everyone's dressed in costumes. We march around in parades. 'Cause Jews, if you give us lemons, we'll just make lemonade. And we jump in the line. Put your mask and drink some wine. Okay, I believe you. Jump in the line. Everything will be fine. Okay, I believe you. Jump in the line. Put your mask and drink some wine. Okay, I believe you. Jump in the line. Everything will be fine. Okay, I believe you, 'cause we shake your grogger. Shake your grogger right. Shake your grogger. Shake it all in time. Now work it. Work your grogger. Work your grogger right. Work your grogger. Work it all in time. The moral of this Megillah is stand up for what you feel. And if you try to kill us, we'll boo your name and make a big Purim spiel. And we'll jump into life. Put your mask and drink some wine. Okay, I believe you. Jump in the line. Everything will be fine. Okay, I believe you. Jump in the line. Put your mask and drink some wine. Okay, I believe you. Jump in the line. Everything will be fine. Okay, I believe you. Shake your grogger. Shake your grogger right. Shake your grogger. Shake it all in time. Work it now. Work your grogger. Work your grogger right.
Hey!
Work your grogger.
Work it all in time. Hey! And now it's time for our silent prayer. No, it's our noisy prayer.
Ooh,
Everyone make a lot of noise, shake your grogger, and shout out something that you love. God, thank you for this beautiful day.
I love my family. I love my shul. I like my rabbi. I love Hamantashen.
Everybody shout out your favorite Hamantashen flavor.
Yes.
Sesame seed.
Raspberries.
Did I say sesame? I meant poppy seed. Sesame seed would not be a good filling. Poppy seed!
Liver and onion.
What? All right, and we're done. Ve'al hanisim, ve'al hakupan, ve'al hagburot, ve'al hatshuot, ve'al hamilchamot, she'asita labotenu v'imotenu bayamim hahem bazman hazeh. In the days of Mordechai and Esther the wicked, Haman arose in Persia, plotting the destruction of all the Jews. He planned to destroy them in a single day, the 13th of Adar, and permit the plunder of their possessions. But through God's great mercy, his plan was thwarted, his scheme frustrated. Therefore, we thank and bless you, O great and gracious God. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otecha levadecha, be'yira na'avod. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu al mikra Megillah. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asa nisim lavoteinu, bayamim hahem bazman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, shehecheyanu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. And now we have our Megillah, you don't have to get up, I'm just getting the Megillah out of the ark. Did you know we have a beautiful Megillah? For our Megillah reading, has everybody seen a Megillah before? Let's have all the kids come on up onto the steps right here. Just
Come on,
onto
guys.
the steps. Come on up onto the steps. You can bring mom or dad with you if you like. All the kids, come on up. Right onto the step. Right in front of the step. Actually, let's go in front of the steps. Right in front of the steps. Go ahead and have a seat. Yep, right there in front of the steps. You can have a seat. Have a seat. On the floor in front of the steps. You want to still be facing this way so you can see. You want to be just below the step. I know first I said on the steps. It was very confusing. Yes, bring your grogger. You're going to want your grogger with you. This is a Megillah case. If we open it up, inside, you see there's a scroll inside? Inside, you're going to see it up close in a minute. Inside is the Megillah scroll. It is a long piece of paper wrapped around and around. It's written all in Hebrew. This is a traditional Megillah, and it's about Esther. This is a traditional Megillah, so there's no pictures or anything in it, but you might have a Megillah at home with pictures, and it might be in English. Your brother made his own Megillah.
Yes.
Now, when we read the Megillah, there are lots of people that are in the Megillah. What's one person who's in the Megillah?
Ooh.
Boo! Boo, Haman! Boo! All right, who is someone else who's in the Megillah? Queen Esther. We've got a Queen Esther right here in costume. Who else is in there? You're in there? I didn't know you were that famous. That's awesome. Who else is in the Megillah? Who else is in the Megillah? Well, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out everyone who's in there. But we know Mordechai.
Yes.
I heard Vashti.
Vashti.
We got some other people in there. We're getting to like the Zeresh and Big Thumb and getting some of the more
Son.
obscure the trivia characters. That's for you do like trivia night, like go and have hamburgers and
Yes.
those are those characters. But of course, the very first one that you said was Haman. Boo! Oh, that was good. You didn't even need the instructions. Anytime I go like that, you got to stop, or we'll be here all night long, which could be a fun party, but let's not. So yeah, that would be not a very fun day at school at all. So long ago, in a land far, far away, in a place called Shushan, there lived a king whose name was Ahasuerus and his queen Vashti. King Ahasuerus ruled over the mighty land of Persia. He liked to show off his riches with fancy parties and celebrations, and on one such occasion, he even wanted to show off his own wife. He summoned Vashti. Who wants to be Vashti? Raise your hand if you can be Vashti. Come on up, stand right up here and be Vashti. He summoned Vashti and told her to dance in front of everybody, but his queen refused and said, "Say no. Say it really loud. Now shout it so they can hear you in the back. Say, no!" There you go. That was a good Vashti. Well, King Ahasuerus got really mad because he was the king and nobody ever told him no. He said, "If you don't dance, you have to leave Shushan." But she still refused. Stomp your foot. She's putting her foot down. So he said, "You have to leave Shushan now. You're no longer queen." Okay, go on, get out of Shushan. Now that Vashti was gone, King Ahasuerus missed her. He was very lonely and he decided to have a beauty contest. "I will choose the most beautiful girl in Shushan to be my new wife and new queen," he announced. Mordecai, a Jew who was living in Shushan, was the king's friend, and he had a beautiful niece named Esther. Who wants to be Mordecai? We got Mordecai. Who wants to be Esther? Come on up, Mordecai. Who's going to be Esther?
Hooray!
I saw your hand first. Come on up. Come on up. Esther.
Ah.
Come on, stand right over here. You can be Esther in the second part. Well, Esther said, I'm not sure the king will like me, but I will go. All of the women in the land came before him to see who would be chosen, and the king saw many fair maidens, but he only had eyes for one. Esther was a brave and beautiful girl. Make a big muscle. Brave and beautiful girl. And she was also, most importantly, Jewish. But Esther's cousin Mordecai, say, wave hello,
Yay!
warned Esther never to tell the king. Her Jewish identity would be secret. That's why she's wearing a mask. She's keeping her identity a secret. Well, Mordecai often sat by the palace gates.
Sorry, not keep doing that?
Yeah, we can do
okay,
yay
okay,
for
okay.
Mordecai. To hear how Esther was doing.
Oh.
One time, he overheard men plotting to kill the king. Well, Mordecai warned Esther.
Yay.
Warn Esther.
Oh.
We need a king. Who can be a king? You want to come on, Philip? You can be the king. Come on up. I want you to stand right here. Well, the bad men were arrested, and Mordecai's good deed was written. He can come up on his own. He's fine. He's the king. He can take his time. If he needs help, he'll ask for it. It's truly a kingly attitude. Now, Ahasuerus' most senior official. Oh, I forgot to tell you. The bad men were arrested, and Mordecai's good deed was written down in the king's record book. Well, King Ahasuerus' most senior official was a very mean man named Haman.
Boo!
When Haman walked down the street, he told every person who passed him to bow down. You must all bow down to me. I've got the hat so I can play Haman. You must all bow down to me. Well, most of the people were afraid of him, so they did just what he asked. But when Mordecai passed Haman, passed Haman, he did not bow down. Not bowing down. Mordecai made it known that he was a Jew, and as a Jew, he only bowed before God. Well, Mordecai's refusal to bow down made Haman very angry. Haman decided that he wanted all the Jewish people to go away. And so when Haman told King Ahasuerus his idea to remove the Jews, the king consented. He told Haman to do as he saw fit. Well, the Jews of Shushan were in great danger. And the Jewish people were sad. They didn't want to leave Shushan. Mordecai went to see his niece Esther. You're gonna talk to her again. Oh. He told her, Haman, you can stomp your feet. You know, that's in addition to the noise, you can stomp your feet. Some people actually write Haman on the bottom of their shoe so you can all day long stomp out Haman. The Jews, he told her, Haman wants all the Jews to leave Shushan. You must help us. Tell the king that you are Jewish. So now whisper to Esther. And we're going to have you go sit down out here. You're outside the gates of Shushan. You're in sackcloth and fasting. Well, Queen Esther was scared. No one was allowed to approach the king without being summoned. But Esther gathered all of her courage. Esther, make a big muscle. And she made her way into the king's chamber. When King Ahasuerus saw her, he said, "What can I do for you, dear queen? I will give you whatever you ask, up to half my kingdom." Give each other a high five. No, for her, your queen. High five. Okay, you could do a high five for me too. All right, I'm your trusted advisor. Now give her a high five too. All right.
All right, there we go.
That's it. It's a little known fact of ancient Persian law. If the king does not give you a high five, then you are immediately sentenced. or the scepter, high five, I forget. I have prepared, this is Esther talking. She said, I have prepared a banquet for you and Haman.
Boo!
I would like you to be my guest, said Esther. So the king and Haman came and enjoyed a delicious meal served by Esther. Now, dear queen, tell me, what is it I can do for you? Said King Ahasuerus. If both of you could come for another feast tomorrow, said Esther, then I will tell you my request. And you can go back out. That night the king, stay here. Stay here. That night the king couldn't sleep. Can you pretend to sleep? No? Okay. He couldn't sleep. He couldn't even pretend to sleep. And so he asked a servant to read the royal record book to him, and the servant read Mordecai's name. Ahasuerus realized he never rewarded him for saving his life. In the morning, he asked his advisor, Haman,
Boo!
boo, what should be done for a man who the king delights to honor? Well, Haman
Boo!
thought to himself, and he thought the king was talking about him, his trusted advisor, asking what kind of rewards Haman
Boo!
would enjoy for himself. Well, he had a long list of all the honors that he believed he was owed, and he spent a long time describing them all to the king. Well, the king thought those honors sounded great, and he ordered Haman
Boo!
to organize them for Mordecai.
Yay!
Mordecai, coming up,
Yay!
Mordecai.
Come on, Morty.
Mordecai was given the king's robes to wear. Here's the king's robes and a special hat to wear on his head, and he was put on top of a horse. Do a horse. Show me like a horse. Can you do? Oh, that's not a thing kids do. Okay. When I was a kid, we did horses. Okay. And Haman
Boo!
had to lead Mordecai all through the streets saying, this is someone who's honored by the king. This is someone who's honored by the king. This is someone who's honored by the king. Well, the next day, you can go back down. The next day, King Ahasuerus and Haman came to another fine banquet. Now tell me, queen, what is your request? Said King Ahasuerus. What can I give to you? Yeah, come on up. We're going to do Esther part 2. Do you want to come back up? You can if you want. Come on up, king. Do you want to be a different king? All right, he's going to take a break from being king. You're going to be a king and Mordecai? Okay. Well, he said, what can I give you? What can I give you? Dear king, said Esther, if you're pleased with me, I beg you to save me. It's unfair that someone is forcing me and all of my people to leave the land of Persia. Who dares to do this? Demanded the king. Stomp your foot. Not your foot. He's stomping his foot. You're gonna point at me when I count to 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Haman!
Boo!
It is that cruel man, she said, pointing to her enemy. If Haman
Boo!
makes all of the Jews leave Shushan, then I will have to leave too, because I am Jewish. Take off your mask. We're pretending. I am Jewish. While King Ahasuerus was sad because he loved Esther and he didn't want her to leave. He said, Esther, I'll protect you and the Jewish people. You'll stay, but Haman must leave. Give each other another high five. All right. You guys can go back down to your seats. Because that was the end of Haman. It was impossible to revoke laws made by the royal office, so instead Ahasuerus passed a new law protecting the Jews from the terrible fate that Haman had planned. Mordecai took Haman's place as the king's chief advisor. Esther had saved all the Jews of Shushan, and now that Haman was gone, I got that one right by them.
Yeah.
King Ahasuerus was happy, Queen Esther was happy, Mordecai was happy, and all the people in Shushan were happy. And because everyone was so happy, they decided to have a party.
Which one do you want to do? What would be a way to celebrate?
What's that?
We could shake our grogger, or we can Israel Chai.
Do we want to shake our grogger again? I think let's do Am Yisrael.
Ah, there we go.
I think everyone's
Am
partied out.
Am Yisrael Chai. Am Yisrael Chai. Am Yisrael Chai. Am Yisrael Chai. Oh, Davinu Chai. Oh, Davinu Chai. Oh, Davinu Chai. Oh, Davinu Chai. Am Israel Chai. Am Israel Chai. Am Israel Chai. Am Israel Chai. Oh, Davinu Chai. Oh, Davinu Chai. Oh, Davinu Chai. Oh, Davinu Chai. Amen.
Chag Purim Sameach. Have a happy Purim, everyone. There is a special blessing for Hamantashen, which ends in, because it's not bread, it's a cookie, which ends in beret. Say beret.
Beret.
Mene. Mizonot.
Mezonot.
So, all together,
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei minei
mizonot. Thank you, God, for making all of the wonderful things, including everything made out of grain that's not bread. Have some Hamantashen on your way out.
Chag Sameach.
Chag Sameach.
Hey, that was fun. Oh, I forgot. I had a thing up in my head. I forgot all about that. It's a do-rag.
I think when it's wrapped in plastic, it does the opposite.
Yeah, it makes you sweaty. I was like, I'm getting pretty warm up here. Oh, that's nice. Can we get a picture of the kids with Rabbi and the Megillah real quick? Haley, come on up. Hey, David, do you have one or more of your kids? Do you want to bring them up here for a photo?
Come on up for a picture. Isn't that beautiful? We're not going to open it right now, but we haven't opened it.
Ready? Look at the camera, guys. Purim! Yeah.